Hey there, how's it going? What's up, everybody? Irish Orangutan is back to pass along what you need to know to get better at Madden and grow your MUT team. Enjoy the show. Today we are going to be looking a little bit more into the chemistries that we start to look at on the offense. We are going to be breaking it down a little bit more and going through some of the upgrades that I have made recently as well for this team. I am excited to kind of break this down and show you all the gold 99s we have been able to acquire and kind of move along on this team. We do have Sean Taylor, Haha Clinton Dix, and Paul Krause, who is a gold 99 but is hiding as a punt returner because we simply have too many out there at free safety for this Redskins team. But we are absolutely stacked at that position, as you can see. We have the upgrades to Lawrence Taylor and Clowney. We have gold middle linebackers at Ray Lewis and Shazier, and have some chemistries and other players down below that are kind of hiding out and helping out the main team. They just never really see the field except if it's for special teams. We have Von Miller over there, who's at a cool 99. Ryan Kerrigan could be a little bit better, but does everything that he needs to do. Landon Collins was another big upgrade, obviously to the theme team as well. Those gold 99s look absolutely gorgeous. Hope to get those across the board over here. Have spent more money on my defense than I have on my offense, except for the quarterbacks recently, I guess, because I am wanting to show you a little bit more in depth with those. But Bethea's been playing wonderfully for me there. It's going to be hard, but I'm probably going to get rid of Ed Reed here very shortly because he just does not see the field anymore at all. Pat Pete has just been upgraded throughout the year. Dion just waiting on the next upgrade. Champ plays a little bit better on the run. That's why he's above Dion at this point. Miles Garrett, we could have Bruce Smith, Jason Taylor, or Mario Addison actually at that position and play very, very well. I usually come out in a 3-4 and then just have some other players back further in nickel and dime that come in and rush the passer. But Miles Garrett is like a defensive tackle, so he fits very well right there for me. Ndamukong Suh and Bryant Young hold up the middle. Young needs extra special chemistries to get him to 99. I can switch it that I lose at 99 on offense, and then he gets to 99, but I feel as if it helps on my offense far more to have those Madden boost over this Bryant Young card. So just kind of maneuvered that a little bit. He rarely plays, but I love having him out there when he does. Huge, huge upgrade yesterday that I did not even necessarily see coming. Deacon Jones, 99 overall for the theme team, which he was a little bit faster, but he again fits into that 3-4 that I come out in to start the game and does a tremendous job over there at that position. And then we have Julius Peppers and Khalil Mack behind them. So we just have a glutton of defensive ends. So my defensive tackles, except if they're run heavy against me, rarely play. I just let some of those faster guys come in and do some of that work. Then we have Josh Norman and Fabian Moreau. Norman's my best cornerback. He just makes all the plays. I just don't know if people don't think he'll be able to do it, or even if the computer doesn't think he'll be able to make the play, but he just comes out and he averages an interception a game. He is just a tremendous football player, and he does a tremendous job on my MUT team as well. But getting into the chemistries that we are here for, we have run stuff, pass rush, and lockdown. Those are things that I've kind of been focusing on throughout the year. Um, there are not necessarily a lot of choices to kind of help out your team with this run stuff. These cornerbacks that I have the Redskins passing D, and that is something that I have worked on throughout the year as well and just slowly brought up. But with that, a lot of them get to the 99 man and 99 zone without having that on them, or just 98 man, 98 zone. Um, it is okay to be a little bit worse there. I think if you are able to add something like run stuff to your cornerbacks. Him and Champ Bailey are the two that I have focused on in that way, and Deion Sanders as well. So you can put that on them and kind of maneuver them to make them very, very elite beyond even what they are. They'd be 99s even without those specific chems. And with them, it just makes them extra special. I actually have been asked about Champ and how he's gotten to 99, so he might be one of those that actually needs those extra boosts to get him there, but he'd be at a 98 and play very fine even if you had him there. Some of those other defenders that I've focused on run stuff, again, Miles Garrett fits very well into that 3-4, so he has that on him. Deacon Jones, I have secure tackler and out my way, and he has the 98. Otherwise, that'd probably be on him as well. But these run stuff and guys up the middle, just focus on them and just don't allow the defense to bully you necessarily. I did have run stuff on some of my linebackers, but again, they've kind of moved past that, and you can just put other things and allow them to be a little bit better of a lockdown defender, which gets us into our next bit. My cornerbacks don't necessarily need it, but my linebackers are definitely given a boost from that. They're close to 99 straight across the board in their ability to stop the run, so being able to lock down the pass helps out immensely. Again, with some of these guys a little bit further back, I mean, Landon Collins and Sean Taylor are almost perfect in the box, so just having lockdown on them helps out their man coverage. Their zones are way over 99. So if we ever get above 99 stats, they'll definitely be there also, and I am definitely ready for that to happen. We do have lockdown on Pat Pete as well. He is just purely there to stop the pass and shut down the number one wide receiver. So he does a really good job with that. I can put him at safety and cross man him if I need to, but I have not felt a need to do that with my defense for the most part. There are a couple of offenses that I struggle with a little bit, but usually have it shut down by the second half. But sometimes by the second half, they have too many points scored. But we're working on that as well. We were able to win our last 7 season games in a row and are excited to take this team into playoffs. But getting back to our pass rushers, we do have some of those chemmed out so we can get them as close to 99 as possible. He has the benefit of having the Redskins pass D as well, so that helps boost up some of those stats. But getting some of these crazy good pass rushers even better at what they do is a little bit scary. LT is one of those guys that has run stuff on him as well. It's just fun to look at his stats sometimes, and he was awful close to that 99 as it were without that anyway. Ryan Kerrigan, sadly, his power move's been at 99 for a long time, and his finesse move's starting to catch up with that pass rush, but it is a little bit further down as well. A lot of the guys who do have pass rush are at backup positions, and then the players that come in at nickel and dime are then able to take advantage of that. So that's just a way to kind of maneuver around what you could possibly have going against you and use it as a benefit for your team, so you don't have to use your starters that you don't want to have that particular chem on them. You could just go and get in those rising stars or other players like Team Diamonds that can really help out in that regard. The Madden chems help out again here. We do have just the one. I'm positive it is Madden Pass D, and then you see the Madden Physical there. So with the Madden Pass D, we do not have that maxed out. We just have the one level, so finesse moves and zone coverage are boosted one. Have taken that away and moved that over to Madden Rush Offense, which helps out immensely over there, and that is why Bryant Young is not at 99. But again, with that sprinter I talked about in the previous video, everyone who has that, since I have the Madden Physical as well, gets not times 3, +3 speed, so that is highly beneficial to them as well. So just showing another element of this, talked about it briefly about Rising Stars and Team Diamonds. Ndamukong Suh was a Team Diamond, and now he is 99 overall, Ooh, we can actually put ×4 on one of these for him, which I'm actually going to do. Sometimes going through this, it just kind of helps yourself out. Sadly, this lower one kind of takes away from his sprinter, so that's a little bit of a knock on that. Again, Rising Star Mahomes has the same issue, so you can't put sprinter and the second chemistry on him. But we did have one more to look at over here. We have Balance D. This is exactly like Balanced O, just gives you a blend of everything that you do need. But it does not help you max out like ×3 in one of those run stuff, lockdown, pass rush things. It just gives you a +1 at everything. So that is something to consider and potentially help your team out with. As you can see, I don't have a lot of run defenders for Redskins, so I have focused the pass D for them. But if you do have run defenders that you do want to max out for your theme team, you can use rushing D as well and just max out those specific players. Another thing to think about is if you're having an issue against the run, you can add that Madden Rush D, and that can really be a huge benefit to you as well. But that is it for looking at the defensive chems and looking at the defense that we currently have right now. One thing that we could look at, are those specialists, Khalil Mack and Jason Taylor, that do come in and blitz the passer. So those are a couple other guys. As you can see, their chemistries are not showing right there, and they don't add to the things as you can see on the chemistry bar, but they do get those chemistries when they go into the game. As you can see, they do have that blue number, so that means the chemistries are being added to those specifically. But thank you very much for stopping in, and I wish you all the best. We'll be talking about those red chems in the future and giving a little bit more of an update on the team. Take care, everybody. Thank you for checking into the Irish Orangutan channel. Keep coming back to get better at Madden and grow your MUT team. There will be at least 5 videos up a week, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button to see them all. Come by Twitch to engage and hit me up on Twitter at Irish Orangutan. Take care and much love, everybody.